Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Aquino,
Excused.
Senator Awa,
Here.
Senator Chang,
Excused.
Senator DeCoit,
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz, Senator Elefante,
Here.
Senator Favela,
Excused.
Senator Fukunaga, Senator Gabbard, Senator Hashimoto, Senator Ihara, Senator Inoue,
Present.
Senator Kanuha, Senator Keohokalole, Senator Kidani, Senator Kim, Senator Lee, Senator McKelvey, Senator Moriwaki,
Present.
Senator Rhodes, Senator Richards,
Here.
Senator San Buenaventura, Senator Shimabukuro, Senator Wakai, Senator Favela. Mr. President,
Present.
23 present, 2 excused.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator DeCoit.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I would like to introduce on your behalf students, teachers, and staff from 3 charter schools visiting our state capital here from your island of Kauai. Kanui Kapono Public Charter School and Learning Center, Kula Kaiopuni Ni'ihau e ka Helelani Aloha Public Charter School, and Kawai Kini Public Charter School. And if you would please rise and be recognized by the Senate. Thank you, Mr. President. If I could have them inserted into the journal.
So ordered. Thank you, Senator Keohokalole.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would also like to introduce a charter school from Kaneohe. Kekula o Samuel Manaya Kalani Kamakau Public Charter School is here. I'd like to recognize specifically Kumu Kaipo'i Keling, Kumu Kalehua Kea Keling, and Makua Kekua Cuban, including, as well as 17 student haumana who are members of the Model United Nations program and will be serving as delegates on a forthcoming trip in New York City. If they can all please rise and be recognized by the Senate. And with your indulgence, Mr. President, I would also like to submit the names of the haumana so that they can be registered in the Senate Journal forever. Thank you.
So ordered. Senator Kidani, we're getting a jump on Education Week. Senator Shimabukuro.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I also want to introduce some charter schools from my district. May the students from Kamaili Academy Public Charter School and Kawaihona Okana'uao Public Charter School stand, and the Kumu with Principal Paul Kepka, Vice Principal Kanoi Kadina from Kamaili. We also have Kumu Rochelle Kane, Kamale Krug, Leonani Naho'o Ikaika Maderos from Kawaihona, and a special recognition for Makanale Hernandez from Kawaihona, Okana'uao. Today is her birthday. And so if you can all please stand to be recognized. Thank you so much. And Mr. President, may I also ask that their names, I'll enter all the students' names into the journal to be remembered forever as well. Thank you.
So ordered. Further introduction, Senator Inoue.
Thank you, Mr. President. I too would like to make a brief introduction of the students from the Hawaiian Language Charter School, Ka'umeki Ka'eo, that's located in Keokaha, in Hilo, in my district. And Mr. President and members, my staff and I visited with Kumu Mahialani Lono to look at their activities, and I was so pleased to where they came from and how they started doing so well. The school serves students committed to the pursuit of high academic standards based on ancestral skills set with instruction done in the Hawaiian language. And they are here today, 5 students, to learn about the legislative process and attend the legislative hearings. And so you're all present, and great to see you in your black t-shirts as well. And aside from Kumu, Mahialani Lono is a chaperone, Laura Acasio, here as well. And we all welcome you to the Capitol. Mahalo, and continue to do the good job in your community as well. We love you all. Aloha.
Further introduction, Senator Richards.
Thank you, Mr. President. It gives me great pleasure to welcome charter school from my district, Kanuokaina from Waimea, and I'm very pleased to welcome here to your state Senate, and I would ask that their names also be entered into the journal. Stand and be recognized, please. All right.
So ordered further introductions, Senator San Buenaventura.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would also like to introduce two charter schools. One which is still in my district, and the other one was formerly in my district, but then moved on to Senator Inoue's district. The first one is, I would like to introduce students from Navahi, Kekula o Navahi o Kalani o Pu'u Charter School, which is located in my district and was the school of the children of our former colleague, Senator Kahele. So please stand and be recognized. Apparently they're not here, sorry. The other one, I do know is here because I see their kumu, Susie Osborne, survived the 2018 lava flow, even though Pele had claimed their campus and claimed even the house of Kumu Susie Osborne. They have been resilient, survived, and remain. And that is Kua Okala. Please stand and be recognized. Aloha. Welcome to the Senate.
Senator Elefante.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hailing all the way from Aiea, I have my constituent and personal friend, Jerome Jake Ardana Jr. Welcome to the Senate.
Do we have any further introductions? If not, Senator San Buenaventura. I'm sorry, Senator Kidani.
Thank you. If you allow me to introduce a Mililani resident and my former staff, Trevor Nagamini. Thanks for joining us, Trevor.
Thank you. One more time, any further introductions? If not, Senator San Buenaventura.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Healthcare Association of Hawaii is the leading voice for healthcare providers in the state. The organization works to positively influence state and federal policy to provide quality and accessible healthcare to the people of Hawaii. Though HAH's Healthcare Heroes Awards, patients and their family are given the opportunity to acknowledge the service of outstanding healthcare providers. These providers are honored for the exemplary care they deliver to patients and their loved ones across the state. They truly are the epitome of selfless service for the betterment of our community and are more than worthy as honorees of the 2023 Healthcare Hero Award. I would now like to yield the floor to Senator Michelle Kidani from District 18 to say a few words about our first honoree, Julietta Camby, who runs an adult care home.
Mahalo, Senator. I rise today with heartfelt gratitude and admiration as we commend and congratulate a healthcare hero in my district, Julietta C. Camby. In honoring Julietta, we celebrate not only her individual excellence, but also the profound impact she has made on the lives of those she serves. As a certified nurse aide at Camby's adult foster home, Julietta has demonstrated unparalleled compassion and commitment to her patients, earning the trust and gratitude of those she serves. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Julietta offered alternative ways through photos and video calls to communicate with her patients. During times of great uncertainty and in a society laden with restrictions due to the pandemic, her selfless actions paved the way for Julietta to not only provide care, but also became a beacon of hope and comfort. Congratulations, Julietta, for your tireless dedication and unwavering commitment to the well-being of your community. Your dedication and exemplary care embodies the spirit of service that defines our beloved state. Thank you. I now yield the floor to Senator Moriwaki.
Thank you, Senator Kidani. I am happy to recognize the next honoree, Dr. Angela Pratt of Kapiolani Medical Center for Women and Children. Dr. Pratt has worked at Kapiolani Medical Center for Women and Children for over 20 years. She is Jeannie Lum's OB-GYN. It was on the 4th of July when Jeannie started to go into preterm labor while shopping. She said, "I didn't have time to call the ambulance. I just got to the hospital and texted Dr. Pratt. I don't know if my baby is going to be okay. I don't know if I'm going to be okay because there's just a lot of blood." Dr. Pratt calmed Jeannie down, and thanks to Dr. Pratt, Jeannie has 2 healthy daughters. And while it's been years since they were born, Jeannie never forgot what Dr. Pratt did for her, which is why she nominated Dr. Pratt as a Hawaii healthcare hero. Thank you, Dr. Pratt. I would like to now, thank you. I would like to now yield the floor to my colleague from Senate District 11, Senator Carol Fukunaga.
Thank you, Senator Moriwaki. Colleagues, I would like to introduce the next healthcare hero, Dr. Patrick Ellison, a surgeon and dermatologist specializing in skin cancer. Unfortunately, he is not able to attend today's ceremony, but I'd like to share a little bit about this hero. When Kauai resident George Thompson developed numerous cancerous spots due to decades of sun exposure, Dr. Ellison performed expert surgeries, permanently removing those cancerous spots. Then in April 2022, George noticed some swelling in his armpit, and together with his wife decided that he needed to get this sore spot checked out by a professional, but was told that it would take 2 or 3 weeks before he could get a biopsy appointment. That's when George and Deborah decided to give Dr. Ellison a call, even though it was a Friday night and this wasn't a skin cancer issue. Dr. Ellison called them back in less than 10 minutes and set up an appointment for a biopsy on the following Monday. The biopsy confirmed a rare stage 4 metastatic skin cancer. Through Dr. Ellison's guidance, George was able to connect with doctors in Texas for treatment after undergoing surgery and radiation therapy. It took 4 months from Dr. Ellison's exam to George's final surgery to remove the cancer, and they say that he was a critical part of their success. I would now like to yield the floor to Senator Chang of District 9. Thank you.
Thank you. I have this distinct honor of presenting our next healthcare hero, Dr. Katie Huang, a surgeon at Hawaii Pacific Health Medical Group. Unfortunately, she could not be here due to her busy schedule, but I'd like to share her story. Dr. Huang had the opportunity to help a fellow healthcare professional who was diagnosed with stage 3 rectal carcinoma. Suzette King, an emergency room nurse, has seen the horrors of what cancer can do to a person, and when she got the devastating diagnosis, King had thoughts that she would rather avoid the standard cancer treatment, take pain medication, go travel, and enjoy the rest of her life, and eventually enter hospice care. But King's daughter and a consult with Dr. Huang changed her mind. They convinced her that with successful surgery, she could live a complete, fruitful life. This changed King's attitude and put her on a path of healthy eating, and after a grueling but successful surgery and recovery, King lauds Dr. Huang for being the gentle and honest doctor she needed. Dr. Huang gave her the truth and information she needed to turn things around. I would now like to yield the floor to the senator from District 24, Senator Keokolole.
Thank you. I also have the distinguished honor of presenting the next healthcare hero, Dr. Kelly Hutchins of Kapiolani Medical Center for Women and Children. Unfortunately, Dr. Hutchins is also not able to attend today's presentation, but I'd still like to share her story. Aiden Long was an active, sports-loving 7th grader when he was diagnosed with cancer. One weekend, while waiting for basketball tryouts, Aiden had a seizure. His mother, Sherilyn, rushed him over to the Kapi'olani Medical Center for Women and Children, where they discovered a brain mass putting pressure against the inside of his skull. Soon after the diagnosis, Aiden had surgery to remove the cancerous mass and later needed radiation and chemotherapy. This is when Aiden met Dr. Hutchins, a pediatric hematologist oncologist. Aiden's mother, Sherilyn, noted how Dr. Hutchins immediately struck up a friendship with her son, talking basketball and about his favorite players. Aiden set goals for his recovery, like getting back on the basketball court and taking a school trip to Camp Erdman. Aiden's parents weren't so sure about going to camp because it was so soon after his surgery, but Dr. Hutchins met with his teachers and principals and assured his parents that he could go to radiation during the day and then spend time with his classmates. A highlight for Aiden that week was when he and his dad climbed a 20-foot rope ladder and finished the camp's obstacle course. Battling cancer made Aiden conquer his fears. Dr. Hutchins treated Aiden for 15 months, all while befriending him as they talked about sports, dinosaurs, and as she fed off his positive energy. When Aiden passed away in February 2021, Dr. Hutchins was there for his parents to comfort them, deal with the grief and shock and anger. The treatment and care she provided to Aiden is the same high standard of care Dr. Hutchins has set for all her patients, which is why the Long family nominated Dr. Hutchins as their healthcare hero. How about a round of applause for Dr. Hutchins and all of our healthcare heroes? I would now like to yield the floor back to Senator San Buenaventura.
Thank you. Mr. President, at the appropriate time, may we greet our honored guests. I now yield the floor back to you.
Thank you, and thank you for organizing today. To Senator Fukunaga, I know George and Debbie, and I did not know George went through that, so I've learned from today's presentations as well, and it's just really nice to be able to acknowledge the great things that people are doing in our community. I did let them know we've got 5 more minutes to go, so they're going to patiently sit there, and after we adjourn, we will greet our guests and pose for pictures. Madam Clerk.
Governor's message, numbers 680.
Mr. President.
Senator Richards.
Yeah, I apologize. I have a late introduction.
Please proceed.
Thank you. We are also joined by the Waimea Middle School is here, another charter school. So again, from Waimea, I would ask that their names be entered into the journal as well. Please stand and be recognized if they're still in here.
Just in time. Okay, let's try this again, Madam Clerk.
Sorry, Mr. President. I was.
Let's not try this again. Senator San Buenaventura.
I'm sorry. I would like to also stand for a late introduction, and that is, I see Hilton Rathel of HAH also present in the room. So welcome to Senate.
Madam Clerk.
Governor's message numbers 680 to 684, withdraw nominations to various boards and commissions.
File.
Governor's message numbers 685 to 687 are transmit nominations to various boards and commissions.
Governor's message numbers 685 to 687 are referred in accordance with the referrals listed on the order of the day.
On pages 3 and 4, Standing Committee Report numbers 3062 to 3073 for adoption.
Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Reports numbers 3062 to 3073.
Senator Decoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried.
On pages 4 and 5, Standing Committee Report numbers 3074 to 3079 for one-day notice.
So ordered.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental orders of the day that may be filed later today.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements today? If not, the chair has one. There will be a Senate Majority Caucus meeting immediately after we adjourn today. Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Senator Decoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. tomorrow, and we will meet our guests on the floor.